You are not lazy. I need you to hear that. The things stopping you from starting that project, sending that email, or making that call, it is not a character flaw. It is a fear response. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why. Think about the last time you procrastinated on something that actually mattered to you. Not the dishes, not a boring email. I mean something real. A creative project, a career move, a hard conversation. If this were truly about laziness, you would avoid everything equally. But you do not. You clean the whole apartment before sitting down to write. You reorganize your files before making the difficult phone call. That is not laziness. That is avoidance. And avoidance is always about something underneath. Dr. Joseph Ferrari at DePaul University found that roughly 20% of adults are chronic procrastinators, not occasional, chronic. That is not a laziness epidemic, that is a fear epidemic hiding in plain sight. Here is what is actually happening in your brain. When you look at a task that feels threatening to your sense of who you are, your brain treats it like a physical danger. Your amygdala, the part that handles threat detection, fires up, and your nervous system does what it has been designed to do for 200,000 years. It protects you. Avoidance is protection. The problem is your brain cannot tell the difference between a lion and a blank Google Doc. Researchers at Carleton University, led by Dr. Timothy Pychyl, have studied procrastination for over 2 decades. Their finding is simple and kind of devastating. Procrastination is not a time management problem. It is an emotion regulation problem. In their research, people who procrastinated did not lack the skill to do the work. They lacked the ability to tolerate the negative feelings that came with starting it. Picture 2 people facing the same task, writing their first business proposal. Person A sits down, feels uncomfortable, and pushes through. Person B opens YouTube, tells themselves they will start after this video, then after dinner, then tomorrow. The difference is not intelligence, it's not motivation, it is how each person handles the discomfort of uncertainty. That discomfort is the real thing we need to talk about. Here is what gets me every time. Dr. Pychyl describes procrastination as giving in to feel good. Your brain is not sabotaging you, it is prioritizing your emotional comfort right now over your goals tomorrow. It feels like failure, but neurologically, it is working exactly as designed. That changes things, does it not? But here's what most people get wrong. They think the fear is about the task, the deadline, the difficulty, the sheer size of it. And sometimes that is true, but the deeper fear, the one that creates chronic procrastination, is about identity. It is about who you believe you are. If you believe you are smart, starting a project risks proving you are not. If you believe you are creative, finishing something exposes it to judgment. If you never start, you never fail. And if you never fail, your identity stays safe. But that is not the real problem. The real problem is that staying safe keeps you stuck. Dr. Carol Dweck's research on mindset at Stanford showed us something critical. People with a fixed mindset, those who believe their abilities are set in stone, procrastinate significantly more. Why? Because for them, every task is a referendum on their worth. The stakes are not just the project, the stakes are who they are as a person. Think about the times you have procrastinated hardest. Was it the mundane stuff? Or was it the thing that mattered most? The creative project, the application for the job you actually wanted, the message to the person you actually liked. We procrastinate most on the things that mean the most, because the potential for rejection there is the highest. Here is how the cycle works. You face a meaningful task, your brain registers an identity threat. Negative feelings flood in, self-doubt, fear of failure. You avoid to escape those feelings. Temporary relief arrives, then guilt and shame. That shame makes the task feel even heavier. and the cycle tightens. Each loop makes starting harder than the one before. And this is exactly why surface-level productivity hacks never stick. You cannot hack your way out of a fear response. Mind Valley has a course specifically on this that goes way deeper than I can in one video. Link below. So, what do you actually do with all of this? Step 1. Stop diagnosing yourself as lazy and start getting curious about what you are afraid of. Next time you catch yourself avoiding something, ask one honest question. What am I afraid this says about me? Not what is wrong with the task, what feels at stake for your identity? That single shift changes everything. Step 2, and I think this one will surprise you. Researcher Fuchsia Sarah at Durham University found that self-compassion is one of the strongest predictors of overcoming procrastination. Not discipline, not accountability partners, self-compassion. When you shame yourself for avoiding something, you add emotional weight to an already heavy task. When you meet yourself with curiosity instead, the nervous system calms and starting becomes possible. Here's the difference in practice. Instead of telling yourself, I am such a failure, I cannot even start this, try this. I notice I'm avoiding. That tells me I care. What would make the first step feel just a little safer? One response sends your brain deeper into threat mode. The other opens a door. Same task, completely different nervous system response. Step 3, shrink the first step until it feels almost ridiculous. Not write the whole chapter, open the document. Not have the whole conversation, send the message that says, hey, can we talk? The goal is not to eliminate the fear. The goal is to make the first action smaller than the fear. Your identity stays protected, and you get moving anyway. Mind Valley has a course specifically on this that goes way deeper than I can in one video. Link below. Link is in the description. Remember what we opened with? The thing stopping you is not laziness. It is protection. Your brain learned somewhere along the way that your worth is on the line when you try, and so it keeps you still. The reframe is not, I am not lazy, I am disciplined. The reframe is this, I am not lazy, I am scared. And being scared means I care. And caring is exactly where you start. If this landed for you, the video on perfectionism goes even deeper into why high achievers self-sabotage most. Link is on screen now. And if you want more of this, subscribing is the move.